Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we have the MW2 M4 family. So, this is the M4 from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to the new Modern Warfare 2 2022, the one that just came out and sold like a bazillion copies or fucking whatever. The new Call of Duty, okay? Which I've been playing a lot because I like Call of Duty a lot, and this is the M4 from that. So, they kept the visual recoil, that's for sure, goddamn. But obviously, the thing about Modern Warfare 2, and I think that's really appreciated, part of the reason I play it so much, is because the animations look really good, the model quality looks really good, the customization is really, really good. So let's see if we get all of that here. Obviously, we just got the base version here. This is just what we, call the M4. Short, automatic, visual recoil out the ass, M4. So if you want to craft this weapon for yourself once you downloaded the mod, you can find this also at Fort Hagen. I want to put that out there as a thing. But it does not cost any materials to craft, but you do need gun nut rank 4. And by default shoots 5.56 ammo with a rate of 36 damage is not very high, I would say. But let's see what, because it's the M4 family mod, so there's, in the new Modern Warfare 2, if you guys don't play Call of Duty or whatever, the way they've set the system up is, so you have a base gun like the M4 here, and then if you level that gun up enough, it unlocks variants of the gun. So you get like something like the ftac recon, which is like a semi-auto DMR type weapon. I believe it is a, what do they call a battle rifle in that game. And then you can unlock like the SMG version, which is the FSS Hurricane, which has got like a P90 magazine on the top. So I want to see if we can get all that customization here, because if we could, that would be crazy. So let's take a look here. So we can. Obviously, the first and foremost, I know this is the M16. We are missing one here. There's an LMG variant that is not included here. But we'll look at all these things. So we obviously also have a lot, I wouldn't say all of, but a lot of the different attachments from that game, right? A lot of different stocks, a lot of different barrels. The barrels are usually different based off of what receiver you have too. Like certain things can't take certain things. I'm interested to see if that's how this is too, because like you put 60 round mag on this one, but you can't on the Hurricane, for example. And they do have like a lot of the sights. Not all of them. I like the SZ Mini. I like a little. I'm really just the simplest of red dots, the most unobtrusive sights you could possibly get. But some of you guys are gonna want like these high-powered 20 times magnification scopes. The hybrid type scopes that don't actually work. They don't work. That's not how these things work. Your lasers, 2 different kinds of lasers, right? Like a lot of different attachments here. We haven't even put anything on, but like compensators and suppressors, different types of ammo types. These ones apparently cause bleeding damage. I don't know if it actually does in this game. Armor piercing rounds, incendiary rounds, cryo rounds. That's obviously in just Fallout. Call of Duty doesn't have freezing bolts. Could you imagine that you like shot somebody and slowed somebody down in a multiplayer shooter? Radiation damage is obviously unique here. Hollow point's kind of a cool thing. No camos available and no variants currently available, but they do plan to add all that stuff there. This is a very large mod as it is anyway, though. So let's take this M4. I like the pineapple grip, personally, but as you see here, it doesn't really affect the stats here. I imagine most of these are going to affect recoil controls in different varieties. No stock makes you aim down sight faster, right? Like and run faster, but like you have way more recoil. We'll take a look at this stuff. We should put a stock on. But like most of this, I imagine is going to come. This is like a M16 stock looking thing. Like some of these are different stocks of different things. So we'll just put like a stock on. Obviously, I have a short barrel here. This is like a longer barrels. The 20-inch barrel will just make it super duper long. I don't know why. I hate that when you craft things and then it like just moves with the orientation of everything in the shit. It just bothers me. We're gonna put the SE reflex. This SC reflex. That's not the right one. Where's my reflex? I had a. That's the mini. That's the one I wanted. You could put a 60 round mag on there. You could put a suppressor on there, obviously, if you wanted to. It does reduce range in this game, but increases accuracy, so at least that's something. Laser boxes. Lasers. It says lasers visible to enemy players. It's literally just copying what Call of Duty says about the things. Pistol grips, which should help either recoil control or aim down sight speed. Usually in Call of Duty, that's what it does. We'll get recoil control because the recoil is quite high on this. And then obviously, maybe some bleed damage would be kind of cool. I mean, obviously you could do the uranium rounds. I think that maximizes damage, right? Like that. I mean, no, I guess it just splits it up. Hollow point just says it does more damage, so we'll just do that. I guess no camos. So this is my M4 variant of the gun, right? We have a nice, very clean, easy to see. We have a laser sight here. The 60 round mag does come with what is considered, I would say, a longer reload. You do have the nice... I haven't made it extremely quick. I put like a longer stock on there and a big grip and stuff, so like it does take some time to aim down sight. But recoil is quite improved. Like eventually, you get about halfway through that 60 round mag, it's still gonna start kicking up. But you like, if you fire in short bursts here, you can pretty much keep all rounds on target then, right? I do like that effect a lot. Now let's make an ftac recon. So this is like I said, a .458 battle rifle. So it switched in this particular Fallout 4 game to being a 50 cal weapon, which is a lot. So we probably want like a bigger stock because we're long ranging here, like, you know, sniping with it. I think the long barrel would work fine. I'm looking to see if there's anything that would like that maximizes range essentially. So our magazines don't change. Like in Call of Duty, especially with your ftac recon, you don't start with such a big mag. You actually have a smaller mag, and then you go even smaller if you want to. So it's like, instead of like a 10 round mag, you go like 5 round mag, so you can aim down sight faster, like a 20 round mag. So I guess we'll keep the 60 on there, which is going to feel like cheating. Obviously, we'd want a long range scope on this particular one, so we'll show off a variant that's like that here. Like the 20 times scope, maybe. 102 accuracy, there's VAT shots on deck. But you still want to keep the laser sight on there. Bigger stock, maybe. Hollow point just seems to be the way to go, because you just get damage without losing anything. So this is my ftac recon. I mean, it still taps pretty quick. It's at that awkward stage where it's not quite as fast as I can pull the trigger. Obviously, we have the big 20 times zoom scope here. And this is suppressed. Or no, it's not suppressed. Can this not be suppressed? Did I take my suppressor off? Or is the Bull Rider barrel not allow a suppressor? Is that the deal? I'm interested to see, like, because, like, this, so put this back on. Do I have the barrels on muzzle? Yeah, okay. So it didn't have like the big long. Okay, so now we can put on a suppressor. So we have a suppressed version here. That's still very loud and cracky though. I really love the sounds of the new Call of Duty. It's still chunky suppressed though. Don't get it twisted. That's nice and extremely long range. 300 range stat. VAT's accuracy would be absolutely crazy, and it still looks really nice, holds up well, feels good to use. Like, this is 4 guns in one. Let's just consider this. Okay, we're making a third gun now. We're making the M16. So it's a 3-round burst in Call of Duty, and it's actually really bad because of that. But now let's make it like this is an M16 stock. Like, by all intents and purposes, it's an M16 looking stock. Like the torque barrel here might be what I would consider like an M16 barrel. Well, first let's make it just standard. I want to hear what the gun sounds like loud, right? Keep the laser sight on there. Keep the grip on there. That's all fine. We do probably need a different sight. I would not use a 20 times scope on an M16. But we'll do like this lone wolf optic. It's a nice hollow sight. So we got a nice hollow M16. The sight looks exactly the same. And it does fire and burst. That's amazing. Like, I mean, that's not the first burst gun I've seen, but for it to just exist like that is kind of nice. That would do a lot of damage, right? Like, that would be quite good. You can actually spam it out, too. That burst is pretty, like, there's very little burst delay in this game. I feel like it can't shoot that fast. I feel like I'm, like, interrupting myself, though, because the gun is extremely loud. Now, we're going to go to my personal preference here on this version, the FSS Hurricane. I'm a rusher, right? 136 fire rate. So we'll go back to like I mean, we could technically just standard sights here. We'll start it loud though. You definitely want a laser sight on an SMG. We want something that's going to make us aim quicker, not recoil control. Skeletized grip, so it's lighter, we can aim faster and stuff. We want like no stock, maybe something quick as shit. Still, the hollow point ammunition I think is going to be really the best way to go. And then there's no magazine attachment. They did at least get that correct, right? So like, there's no way, there shouldn't be a way to make the magazine on this one bigger because it's a 50 round mag on top. Nice P90 style reload. Unfortunately, you don't get the really, really cool effect that they have with this weapon in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That's like idle animation like started real quick. I like barely idled for a second. That's a weird vibe. Could you imagine me in the middle of combat and you just start looking at your gun? But obviously we made the gun extremely high recoil because we were trying to make it quick. I mean, let's see how, let's just test it out. Like, do we feel fast? I feel very fast. Like when I'm running around, I feel very quick. I aim down sight extremely quick. Like it almost like breaks the animation of how quick I aim down sight. And you just spray. But in Modern Warfare 2, you can actually see the rounds in the magazine because it's a clear magazine. They did just idle right away. I mean, at least you could see nice, cool little pictures of the gun. This is a very cool mod, though, because it provides you with an SMG, a marksman battle rifle DMR type weapon, a burst fire weapon, and a full auto assault rifle type weapon, all in one mod, which is pretty fucking cool. And like I said, these animations are crazy. Like, you could be like, fuck Call of Duty. It comes out every year, super Call of Duty, fucking for normie game, or fucking for noobs and people who don't actually like video games play Call of Duty. You could be like that if you want to, but like you gotta admit, this gun and these animations and shit are just super good quality, right? So I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit, but I do think this is the one I'm gonna go take into some combat, right? I actually might put a little bit of a sight on there. I guess we can make it suppressed too, even though some of these suppressors say it gets negative 17 range. That's gonna be weird. I might actually put like just standard stock on there. Like I just don't want, well, I don't like that faster ergonomics, but like just actually have a stock on something like this. As you see here, like there's like a magazine slot, but on the bottom still, like, 'cause it's just a modified M4. This is my favorite sight. I don't know why the zoom is so much. The zoom is like a lot bigger on this suppress noises. Like this is recoil though. You remember how we got the M4 to have no recoil? This has got crazy recoil. Like absolutely banana recoil. I don't know. The sight being way zoomed in though, it's kind of, maybe it's because of the sight is like further back on the gun, and then Fallout 4 doesn't know how to compensate for that in terms of the engine or whatever. I don't know. I still think this mod is amazing. Let's go test some of these weapons out in some combat. I'm gonna like craft another one, design a couple, right, different variants, and then we'll test them all out and like a wave of combat and show them all off. And I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright everybody, we're pulling up here on my Zombies Arena arcade mode. I really want to mention again, we got this FSS Hurricane SMG version. We are very fast with this. So let's head into Zombies arcade mode. I got 3 different variants. I got the FSS Hurricane submachine gun. We got the ftac recon DMR. And we also have the M16 because I really want to test out the burst fire. Obviously the default M4 is you know, the default M4 and stuff. So let's spawn in some raiders. Let's see why not. And then we'll test each of these weapons out in a wave, right? So we have, this is the FSS Hurricane, sorry, the SMG variant. So we are very fast here. We are just cruising, even while sneaking here. We are very fucking fast, right? Like I feel very quick using this gun, which is cool, I think. So obviously that wasn't like extremely effective, but I mean the fire rate of this is insane. Are we still shooting the 5.56 with this? I didn't notice. I didn't pay attention to that. There's still the 5.56 rounds here on the... Those 10mm rounds on the SMG variant. 50 cal on the ftac, 5.56 still on the M16. And the thing I wanted to mention too here, when I crafted 3 different variants, they're still all called the M4. I would like that to get fixed. Like if we could change this to M16 when you make an M16, or the, you know, the ftac recon, or the so on and so forth, right? They really want to play the idle animation right away. So let's do some third-person shooting out here on deck, right? While we're out here doing the things. So you could see my character in third person moving extremely quickly. Let's do a bat shots on deck. I mean, at that range, that is just extremely high rate of fire. This is my favorite. I love submachine guns. I really do. This is my favorite type of gun. So now we'll go ftac recon. This is big 50 cal DMR type weapon, right? Big old 20 times scope on here. It's extremely zoomed. Big old 20 times scope, 50 cal ammunition. This should be a one-shot headshot machine. We'll see how that goes here as we do the things when we wait for the next wave to show up here. This idle animation doesn't seem to want to play as much. I don't know. It's definitely got some bugs here, but I do think this really comes down to being the complete package in terms of modded weapons. Because you get one of every type that you could need, and it's all based off of one platform, so you can kind of change it and modify it to whatever you need at any given moment. One-shot headshot machine. Obviously, that's a sneak attack credit-less suppressor on here. That's like the whole, that's I think the way you should use the gun. We only got a 30-round mag on here. Reloads nice and quick enough. So 30 rounds is way more than plenty when you're one-shot headshotting everything. Like there's a man right there, absolutely annihilated. Right? Excuse me. Oh, I should have. That guy didn't die in one shot. That guy did though. You're dead. Obviously, even if we aim in third person here, because that's just a long range scope, it's still going to go down like that. But VAT's accuracy should be insane, right? That did switch to 95 there. One shot headshot machine, still a sneak attack critical. This gun is just the best sniper because it's not even a sniper; it's a semi-auto weapon. We could run up in here and just spray people down like that too, right? Like Hunter's metal chest piece. Woo! It's really bad. But now we'll go with M16 here. M16 kind of like I built it previously. Still feel really quick with the M16 here. We also have the nice hollow sight on here. Laser sight. This is the 5.56 rounds, right? We're going to fire it in burst. We're also going to fire it in VATs to see if it functions like a semi-auto weapon in VATs. Because it's the other thing with burst weapons in this game is you got to figure out how they work in VATs. So we're going to obviously figure that out first and foremost. This one is not suppressed, I believe. So, well, you know, actually, hold on. Just, oh, I didn't mean to hit that, but it's a semi-auto weapon in VATs. We figured it out. But it is a burst fire weapon. And it is extremely loud. Like, that's the difference. You could tell. Like, Call of Duty guns are loud. It feels like I'm gonna give myself tinnitus every time I play that video game, but extremely loud here in Fallout 4 as well. Feels good, though. That burst fire feels good. It's very clean. You usually put one burst in a man, and then he's dead. Like, just like that, right? Like, that's how it works. One more left in here. You want to peek me? Peek me. Coward, you won't. That's how you play Call of Duty 2. You just aim down inside a corner. And it was not quite one burst, but the man did go down. So yeah, that was that. I mean, that's obviously 3 of the 4 variants. The regular M4 is pretty much like every other assault rifle that ever existed, but it is good. You can become really fast with these weapons though too, like this M16 and the FSS Hurricane versions I had. So like, there's definitely attachments that actually increase your movement speed in this particular game. That's kind of crazy. Really clean recoil, really clean looking models, really high texture quality, like extremely good texture quality, really good animations. Like, still personal favorite here is this FSS Recon. It's a clean gun. It's extremely high rate of fire, just melt people. You guys let me know what you think of the Modern Warfare 2 M4 family mod here. This is, I think it's a great mod. I think all of y'all should download this and have this as your gun mod, your one gun mod. It's like 190 megabytes or something like that. That's like a rough estimation. I'm not very good with remembering numbers. But it is got all the different types of guns you could possibly need built into one mod, and it's really just one gun that you can customize in all different kinds of things, which I think is a really cool feature. I think it's really good that it has all the high quality Modern Warfare 2 animations, the really high quality sounds. It doesn't have as much customization, but it has quite a bit. The ability to make yourself like this fucking quick. You're just cruising with an SMG. You get right up in people's shit, like aim down sight animation so fast you're breaking like Fallout 4's camera and shit. That's what's like. It's really good. I highly recommend this mod for all of you. If you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page and the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe so that way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or a 10 may be, and I will see you in the next episode.